Twitch at the moment, correct?
No, we just went live to YouTube.
Oh, well...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, hey there then. What's up, everybody?
Why did you think? We went live to Twitch like 5 minutes ago.
I know that. I didn't realize we were also streaming.
3 minutes ago.
Okay, cool.
It's YouTube like 20 seconds ago.
Well, then, in that case, why can't I freaking resize Windows? Here we go.
Because it's Windows 10.
I know.
Like, let's make Windows really difficult to resize. You know the handles on the edges? Just get rid of them. You know,
it's
you know
so
what this is
stupid.
I'm probably gonna make a video about this. There's like 3 or 4 really annoying Windows 10 things for me.
Yeah.
One of them is window resizing. I don't know if this happens to you.
Yeah.
If I have a Explorer window open, which I often have many of, and on my computer when it goes to sleep, it max screen. It makes them all.
It full screens them.
Full screen.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's maximized. It's just made as big as the screen is. So I have to go up and grab the corners of each one to bring them back down to like reasonable sizes if I want to have them overlap.
Oh, geez, that is annoying.
I don't know why it does it.
For some reason, that hasn't happened to me yet.
It's a 4K monitor and a 2560 by 1600 monitor. So I don't know if that's the 2 different resolutions or what, but.
That's so
yeah,
bizarre.
I can snap it to left and right. There's snapping options and stuff like that. All I'm saying is like I keep the windows relatively smaller compared to the overall size of the monitor.
I believe you. I mean, Windows 10's full of bullshit.
It's annoying as hell.
Things. Anyway,
and then they update it and break things.
Yeah.
Like Joe's G13 just stopped breaking.
His mouse?
The Logitech G13, not the little claw extra button thing, you know, for gaming. But he has a bunch of macros programmed.
Right.
Fall Creators
just
update just doesn't work anymore.
You know, actually, a couple updates ago, it broke my parents' entire network. Like, they just couldn't connect. It would drop. It would drop the network every 10, 15 minutes, and like no one could figure it out. And it was only after a Windows 10 update.
I really like how on this episode we have immediately
just gone into a rant.
Into a complete.
Believe it or not, guys,
we haven't even started the show.
This isn't even one of our stories that we're talking about. But we should probably start the show on that note. So welcome to Awesome Hardware, everyone. This is episode 128.
My God.
We're getting up there to the point where we're starting to lose count. But this is a tech news show, in quotes, tech news show, that Paul and I like to have a lot of fun with. We have a couple beers. We occasionally use some adult language, so if you have sensitive hearing or children's around, then, you know,
don't hold back.
Yes, then shoot your children or lock them in a closet or something like that until the show's over, and everything will be nice and dandy. This is a super fun show. It goes for about 2 hours running time. We split the show into 2 halves. The first half this week is on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/bitwit, or you can head over to Paul's channel for the second half, which is going to be a link in my description below, or youtube.com/paulshardware. Or if you're on twitch.tv/awesomehardware, just stay where you are. The entire show gets streamed right here. So welcome.
Hi, Sal.
Everyone.
Thanks for being our mod, Sal.
Our
we love
beautiful
you.
mod is awesome. I love him. By the way, I got a chicken dinner today. My first chicken dinner in PUBG.
I saw you tweet a picture of that. So that was just, you were just...
I was just dicking around, just streaming for the hell of it.
Wait, you were just like, I just want to stream some Battlegrounds right now?
Well, I needed to post something today, and like I'm leaving for Virginia on Wednesday to visit family.
Vagina.
So vagina, yes.
That's sorry, whenever someone says Virginia, just say vagina. I don't know.
Yes. Yep. My aunt lives there. It's gonna be super cool visiting her. But yeah, so I was like, I need to do a video. I might as well stream. I had the OSD up from Afterburner and stuff, so you can kind of see the diagnostics from Hotline.
That's good.
She's getting hot for a custom water cooled rig. I need to drain the loop and clean some stuff out. Did you notice any? Did you notice any like ridiculous thermal drops after you cleaned out Arctic Panther?
Yeah.
Like what kind of deltas were you getting?
You probably didn't watch my video when I finally
I didn't get through all of it.
Took it apart and everything. I had some corrosion going on in there. I had some cloggage and some buildup.
I saw that. Yeah.
On the block itself. So I had to do a fair amount of cleaning and stuff. I did not do good regular maintenance on that. That's why a new version of Arctic Panther has the proper fill and drain ports, so I can do it a little bit easier. So
there you go.
Connect up and flush it and stuff like that.
You know, I'll clean Hotline eventually when I decide to upgrade it. not because it's like a regular scheduled maintenance that I should just be doing anyway. But anyway, we've gotten way off topic here. Let's see. You can buy stuff from our stores.
Oh, yeah, stores.
We have stores, and we sell things on those stores. My store is bitwit.tech/store. You can find a link to that in the description.
Decals.
Our good friend our moderator Sal will also be posting links. Decals. We now have decals, aka decals. If you guys want to stick them everywhere, don't stick them places you shouldn't, because that'll look bad on me and Paul.
Don't take a big stack of them to the Anaheim Convention Center.
Yeah, don't do that.
They get mad at you.
Even at BlizzCon. So we've got a lot of stuff here.
Stuff there.
Good stuff. Also on paulshardware.net.
Paulshardware.net.
He's got bottle openers.
Great stuff.
Great stuff. We'll shout Johnson at you at the end of the show. Should you buy anything from either of our stores, it'll be great.
Like
the Everything RGB shirt is one of my personal favorites right now. I think it tops everything at the moment. It is just it's just so epic. It's so epic.
Yeah, I mean,
it's so good.
Works.
And just like the styling, the design is so good.
And if someone sees you wearing that, they just understand it immediately.
Yeah, there's no...
Also, insanely popular, my very high quality bottle openers. That you can cut someone with them.
Yeah, they're great murder weapons.
Great for self-defense, all that kind of thing.
All right, so let's move on to our first segment of the day, which is Ask the Audience. This is an interactive segment that Paul and I started a while back. You guys seem to really like it, and we enjoy doing it. So basically how it works is we're going to ask you a series...
Cheers.
Cheers! We're drinking some Oktoberfest beer.
Oh yeah, I got
some other tasty beers on the way.
It's Novemberfest now.
That's true. There should be a Novemberfest. So basically we ask you guys a couple questions. You answer honestly with the straw polls that we give you in chat, and then Paul and I have to guess what your guys' answer is. And the one who is furthest away and who gets the answer more incorrect has to take a drink. All right?
Which is going to become more painful in just a minute. We'll explain to you why.
It will all become clear.
Let's dive right into it with the first question.
First question is, so this is an article that we're covering on Paul's half, so I'm not going to steal any of the show here, but there is a new Titan XP Special Edition coming out, and it has been revealed to be Star Wars themed, with two options that you can get, two flavors. The Jedi Order, which I believe is green, aptly designed to be green, and then we've also got the Galactic Empire, which is has some red lighting. So you got green lighting with the Jedi, red lighting with the Sith or Galactic Empire. Which one? Which one would you get? Let's say money wasn't an object. Let's say it was a giveaway, and someone was giving away Titan XP Special Edition Star Wars themed. Would you go for the Jedi, or would you go for Galactic Empire? This is a serious question, all right? Of course, there's always lots of testing and data that needs to be done and crunched.
This is the Jedi version.
It actually looks pretty good.
That is the Empire version.
I have to say, like what they did with the blower fan there, the little shroud.
For some reason, the PC Gamer pictures we're looking at are not
low quality.
On my half, we'll have very high quality images. They come with unique packaging and everything like that.
Yep.
$1,200 each.
$1,200. Yeah. But don't pay attention to that.
It is a good question. Now,
this is the question of all questions.
So, just so you guys know, we're gonna go and we're gonna cover the second question before we come back and see some of your responses on this. But I feel like if you watched last week's episode or saw some of my tweets recently or something, that my stance on this might have been given away. Because
you already have a lightsaber. I was gonna get super jelly right now if you pulled out a Titan XP Star Wars edition.
If I already had it?
If you already had it, I'd be like, you bastard!
I'm just like, here's the Titan XP.
We are no longer friends. But I guess we know where Paul stands. So is that the answer that you're gonna go with? Is that your choice?
I feel like I kind of
have to, right?
I've invested in it recently.
You'd be kind of a hypocrite if you didn't. So I guess accordingly, I'll rep the Jedi Order for this one. But we'll give you guys a little.
Close.
I think it's going to be a pretty close call because honestly, both red and green look good. The packaging's pretty cool too. I wonder if is that like LED backlit, that box?
I don't think so.
Okay, it's just white.
Yeah. It's just,
okay. I was gonna say
I think it's just
that's pretty fancy schmancy.
Yeah. That one,
that's like a AMD Ryzen Threadripper unboxing.
They charge more than $1,200 for it if they went that crazy.
I'd pay $1,300 if the box was LED backlit.
All right.
For sure.
So real quick before we look at the answers from you guys on that one, let's take a look at our second question.
Our second question is Intel and AMD. This is yet another article that Paul's. He got all the good articles today.
I did. You slept in.
Early bird gets the worm, apparently. That's it's never been more true than now. So Intel and AMD, I'm sure a lot of you guys have already heard about this, are joining forces to make their own SoC. Is this a good idea or a bad idea? This could be a very polarizing topic, as I'm sure we'll discuss more on Paul's half. But for now, you guys just decide. Again, links going out in chat. Are we doomed? Is this competition at its finest, or is something bound to go awry with such just ginormous tech companies merging in this way on a product?
That's crazy. Showing you an image from PC Gamer right now, by the way, guys. But yeah, it's pretty crazy news. We've discussed prior on the show some of the rumors about this because it's been rumored for like a good year or so.
Yeah,
it's been kind of bouncing around. But like both companies, what was it? I feel like a month, 2-3 months ago, kind of came out and was like, no, it's not happening or whatever. But they lied to us.
Yep,
they lied.
They did.
Bastards.
Can't be trusted.
But yeah,
it says a lot about their marketing.
So we'll give that some thought and consideration.
Yep, I'll reserve all my own opinions for later on.
And let's take a look at who's
Jedi or Galactic Empire.
Jedi or Empire.
Paul said Galactic Empire. I said Jedi Order.
The eternal questions.
You guys
vote.
Hey, then we have to minus 1 vote from the total results.
Yeah, we'll just see the results.
And you guys said Galactic Empire by a landslide.
Like 2/3? My
God. A landslide. Wow. You know what I think it is? I think the standard Titan XP and all the other Founders Edition GeForce cards are already green.
Okay.
I think people are just looking for something a little bit different. Wow, a GeForce card that's actually got red backlit LEDs. I think that's probably doing you some favors there. But to be fair and square, I will take a sip.
Perhaps they have been seduced by the power of the dark side.
I'm out of beer. I need more beer. What is this? Rumpkin.
Yes. All right. Let's,
this is dangerous shit.
So we need to do a brief pause here.
Yes, we do.
We're not doing official mail time today, but this was sent in by a fan. That's right. You can send us
beer.
This has been proven now. It's funny actually because it was ordered from Craft Beer Kings, and they're in La Habra.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
It's shipped from La Habra, which is pretty damn close to here.
Then that means he probably shipped it out like a day or two ago.
No, this came a while ago actually.
Oh, okay.
All right, so this came from Eric in Connecticut, and he just said greetings from Eric in Connecticut. And that was pretty much it. So Eric D, thank you very much,
Eric D,
for sending this beer over. He sent us some crazy beer, and I believe this was suggested on a past show. This is called Rumpkin.
It's from Avery Brewing, which is an outstanding brewery.
Yeah.
They do a really good, what is it?
Do I get one?
Maharaja. Oh, yes, this is yours, sir.
Okay.
The Maharaja is a fantastic IPA.
Just feel like pour yours.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you were out as well.
I had to finish it off. I did drink to the Empire.
They have a great vanilla bean stout. Avery Brewing is top notch. They're good stuff.
So,
this is
ale brewed with pumpkin and spices, aged in rum barrels, and alcohol percentage by volume 16.9%.
Oh!
Which is basically like a wine. That's about
stronger than wine, than most wine.
Most wine's about 15,
11 to 15,
I guess. This is about 3 times the strength of your average beer. So I was wrong.
Is like 3 beers.
This is like 3 beers.
Yeah.
In one beer here. So
holy crap!
This is dangerous.
My goodness. Or like 1.5 wine.
16.9%. And we haven't even gotten to what Kyle brought today.
I know.
If we actually, that might not be the best idea.
Right? I'm like half thinking. Let's see how we are.
We'll see
how we are.
We'll see how it goes.
Maybe we'll just tease it for next week
after the Rumpkin.
Yep.
All right.
All right. So I am owed a sip.
I put that over there.
Or I owe a sip to the show for getting the first answer wrong. And you were right. You know our audience better than I do, Paul. Look at that. It looks cloudy. It's cloudy. It's
cloudy.
Ooh, has a very potent stench.
It looks like cider.
It does look like cider.
Right?
I feel like I'm back at Ren Fair.
Yeah.
With their mead. Ooh. Ooh, not the mead.
Well,
all right. Well, bottoms up. Cheers. I have to take a larger sip than you because I lost.
It's actually really good.
Wow. Damn.
It's so much smoother than I thought it was going to be for 16.9%.
Yeah. Which is also kind of scary.
It's like all fall flavors. That's really good. Wow.
Jeez.
What? Eric.
It's so complex.
Eric,
but everything works so well together.
Like,
yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot going on here.
That is dangerous.
There's a lot going on, and it's delicious.
It is so dangerous.
And
this is like a Long Island iced tea.
I honestly don't think we're gonna get around to the beer I brought.
That's right. Well, I mean,
we might tease it.
Worst case, we'll save it for next week.
Yeah.
But, yeah. All right. Let's see how things go. Though.
All right. Moving on to our
Moving on.
second.
Let's read the third question
All right,
first.
our third question is
before we
pretty
get into
straightforward.
the second.
This is about your own personal systems at home. So, guys, if you have your own rig that you're watching us from right now, go ahead and take a look at it. Just look at it right now, wherever it is, on the floor, God forbid, or on your desk, and count how many fans are in your system right now.
So we're including
GPU. We're including CPU
so
cooler.
like if your GPU has 2 fans, that's 2 fans?
That's 2 fans, correct.
Each case fan would be a fan.
Yep, each fan.
CPU
Yep,
cooler would,
exactly.
would potentially be a fan.
Every single
if
fan.
You've got a,
VRM
if you got a
fan.
small fan on a VRM or a chipset.
Yep. Yep.
Also to be taken into consideration.
Yep.
Power supply would have a
Power
fan
supply. Mm-hmm.
that you might not have considered as well.
Right.
There's probably a bunch of people who voted and now they're like, oh shit, I forgot.
Damn it! I forgot about the VRM fan.
Yeah, I mean it can add up. It can add up when you take into consideration all those other ones.
You might think first glance, just looking at case fans, you're like, oh, I have like 3 or 4, and then you count all the other fans, you're like, oh, I'd be like 18.
It's like, wow, that really jumped up.
Yeah, that escalated quickly.
I forgot my push pull on my
yeah, right.
quad rad
on my chipset.
Yeah. Or do you got like one of the? I forgot I had that configuration like TTL did. Like
with the fans
with like the 100.
We had like 100 fans on each side of the radiator.
H100. Yeah,
that was some ridiculously long threaded screws.
Awesome. All right, so we never decided our answer for Intel versus AMD. Good idea, bad idea?
Okay, I feel like our audience is mostly going to think this is a good idea.
Okay.
It's kind of like the Avengers, right? Like 2 superheroes that would never, their universes would have otherwise never collided, and seeing them together is just like, fuck yeah! I think it's a good idea.
I mean, it would be nice to see both teams working together to build the best possible product for the consumer.
You would think.
I don't think that's what they're doing, but it's a good thing to kind of be like, wow, idealistically that would be cool. All right, so since I grabbed the first answer on the first one, of course, you're saying yes here, so I'll take no.
Okay.
Screw this whole deal. Obviously, they're just trying to take advantage of everyone.
All right.
Results.
Fair enough. Yes.
A full more than 3/4 of you saying yes.
My goodness.
Better together. Stick it to NVIDIA. What's wrong with NVIDIA, guys?
Nothing's wrong with NVIDIA.
You don't like NVIDIA?
Competition, though.
Competition's good.
It's good to put NVIDIA in their place.
I mean, the funny thing here is, I mean, if you look at market share for graphics, it's Intel. Intel's like 70. It's a ridiculous amount.
For graphics?
Yes.
You mean you're talking like
overall
SoC?
in computers, which includes integrated graphics on a lot of their CPUs that have had integrated graphics for a very long time.
Right.
So yeah, but the concept of I mean they're mainly talking about doing this for thin and light laptops. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if this is anything that's gonna overlap onto the desktop space or anything like that.
Yeah.
But having much better graphics, which we already know AMD has.
Right.
In a laptop with an Intel CPU, which they do a very good job with their low power CPUs and everything like that, would be a pretty compelling product.
I think so.
So there you go.
Especially if you're trying to do more with your mobile device, like AAA gaming, content creation, that sort of thing.
I agree.
But we'll see what you guys thought.
Fans.
How many fans are in your system? Paul, you can go first on this one.
I'm gonna say lucky number 7 here.
7 fans
is what I'm going for, and that's based on the knowledge that our fans, the ones out, the lovely people watching this right now, they're slightly more on the enthusiast side, but no one's gonna go absolutely crazy here. So I'm talking about probably 3 system fans, power supply. A couple for a graphics card and 1 for a CPU. That's kind of my thought here.
Okay.
And most modern systems don't have any like a chipset or VRM fan or anything like that.
Sure.
Most of them don't. So I think I'm pretty safe with 7.
Okay. I am going to one-up you quite literally.
Oh.
And go with 8.
8. Wow. I feel like I'm on The Price is Right.
Yep.
And I should give you a dirty look.
I'm doing 8 for all the same reasons as you, but since you took 7,
that's good.
I'm taking 8.
I like your reasons. And oh my god! What? 10 plus?
Wait, we tied. Look, 93 and 93.
7 and 8 tied.
Tied.
Oh, wow.
I can't believe that 10 plus.
Nope, I just won.
No. It's what you click when you did the.
94.
Come on.
Look, it's.
That's just people catching up with the
right.
delay.
It
now
was
they're
tied.
now they're like, I want Paul to win.
But 10 plus, wow, all right.
I'm shocked.
Okay.
Isn't it weird though that 10 wins and then it's 6?
And then 6, yeah. So both of us were kind of wrong and should have gone with
Right.
6, I guess, over 7 or 8. Very. I mean, it's a very even spread up here, though, between
Interesting.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, though. No love for 9. We need more 9-fan systems out there.
You either have
I feel like
8 fans or you have 10 fans.
10%,
no one has 9 fans.
10% is a poor showing for 9-fan systems. I feel like they don't get enough love. I'm gonna do a special
Oh my
on
goodness.
the 9-fan system build.
Number 9, play number 9, Beatles number 9.
The video's gonna do really well. People are gonna
9,000 views
eat it up.
at least.
It's gonna be the new RGB.
It'll be the over 9 fans. 9-fan systems are sweeping the nation.
Oh yeah.
Renowned reviewer Paul's Hardware did a video on a 9-fan system.
The cultural impact alone is gonna be epic. All right.
The over 9,000 build. Okay.
That was fun. All right,
Let's move on.
Pimp My PC is
Thank
next.
you guys very much for that. Pimp My PC, yes. You guys have submitted a bunch of your rig picks, which sounds strangely and scarily like dick pics, but not the same thing.
We shall judge them.
We will judge them based on their...
Are they pretty?
The way they look, basically.
All right.
Anthony
Stridham, if that is
Stridham.
your real name.
Stridham. You got an R5 Ryzen 5 1600 at 3.8 gigahertz, 16 gigs of Vengeance DDR4, 3066.
All right, I like the RAM
Nice.
speed.
I like that. Yep. GTX 970, overclocked 5 hard drives. Wow. 1 SSD and a Fantex P400S. Great case. All right. Well, let's see. Oh, is that an Enterprise? Oh no, that's a Millennium Falcon. That's a Millennium Falcon.
It
right
is
there.
a Millennium Falcon, yes, with the plastic stand.
Yar. I like the little touch there. Hopefully the plastic doesn't melt from your PCB.
He's got some blue LEDs
Yeah,
to light things up.
even the ship sort of glows in that lighting. That's cool. All right. So what I would say here is the ketchup and mustard is definitely a big distraction. I'd say that's probably the number 1 distraction in most cases these days, in most systems. So if you were to get some, I don't know, some sleeved extensions, honestly, just for your ATX and your PCIe power connectors, I think that would look really clean.
Clean things up. Yep.
Really clean. And I don't know if you're actually putting that ship there 24/7, but may I advise putting it on the power supply shroud? It seems like a bit more of a nice platform
Down here?
than
It might
that's
be
not
too tall. The Millennium
too tall.
Falcon is known to conflict with graphics cards in this type of situation.
It's true.
Due to the protrusion of the
We don't want it
cockpit.
capping your frame rate or anything. So maybe get it off of your graphics card. I'm joking, of course, but let's see. Apart from that,
your graphics card stands out a little bit, just as the only thing with the red accent, other than of course the cabling. So I don't know. You could potentially do a mod on this by removing the shroud and doing some painting or something like that. That could be a little project to make things line up a little bit better.
or you could get red extensions if you
Oh yeah,
wanted to.
yeah. There you go. Make
spread it out.
black, white, and red.
I think that would look really nice.
That'd be a little bit more of an Empire sort of
Yeah.
theme, though, and you got the Millennium Falcon there, so that
for irony.
might conflict.
That's
You know. The dark side.
Spray paint the Millennium Falcon red.
Yes, pretend
solved.
that the Empire has taken the Millennium Falcon. Wow, that would be. Has that ever? That's never happened, has it?
Ooh, like a
I mean, it's been
hijacking?
captured, like they
a
take
Galactic
it,
Empire hijacking,
but like the Empire actually using the
Using
Millennium
it?
Falcon against.
and then it should react the same way that the characters
That's
do it in the Old Republic.
That's the type of thing J.J. Abrams would do, though. I bet.
Fucking JJ.
I don't know. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Spoilers. Nice build though.
Yeah,
Thank
Rise Haley.
Rise
I
Haley.
hope I'm pronouncing your name right. You got a dual Xeon
Dual
E5
Xeon build.
2695 V2, 12 cores each.
Oh my
My
God.
brother. 64 gigs of DDR3 ECC RAM, 2 GTX 980s, an SLI, an Intel 730, 240 gig SSD with a Samsung A50 Evo, 500 gig Sound Blaster ZXR sound card, Lian Li PC A76X case. That's a Lian Li case. Interesting. I don't see too many Lian Li cases like this, but you can definitely tell that it is from the fan and stuff. But wow, you know, It's those Noctuas. And the SLI bridges.
I mean, this is such a powerful system. I mean, you know, obviously it's mostly hardware from a year and a half ago, but it's an incredibly powerful system. So like, this is the type of thing where I'm like, who cares about what it looks like?
No, you should.
You've got so much, but yet
you can say the same thing about Arctic Panther.
This has been my PC. So all right, so we gotta give some advice here. All right, take these Noctua fans. See if you can get those Noctua covers, the new covers that they did, and put those on there. Get Noctua fans that are black and put blue corners on them. Make your system black and blue because you have blue accents on your motherboard, and you can't really change that at all.
Make them light blue.
Your memory is ECC memory. Do they make like add-on memory?
Pretty ECC memory. Do they make good-looking ECC?
No. You don't want to not use this memory. He's got the right memory for his configuration.
So you mean like an add-on heat spreader?
Yeah, like heat spreaders.
Aftermarket heat spreaders.
Or like buy some crappy memory that has heat spreaders and heat gun off the heat spreaders and put it on there. Like some of the old Corsair Vengeance stuff.
Ooh, yeah, I was
that
just
might conflict with the coolers though, so never mind.
It doesn't
take
look
off.
like oh, maybe.
Take off your Intel logos on your Ethernet or your Ethernet ports there.
Yeah. New SLI bridge.
New SLI bridges.
What is that at the
Just change the AX on your AX 1500i to blue.
Yeah.
So match everything else, and then get rid of your. There's a little fan splitter here but it's only one side is plugged in. Anyway, that doesn't look good either. Finally,
all the cables
we're
behind
on a
the
sick
cages.
sleeving job with your cables, and I thought there were more drives in here, but there's only
one drive at the top.
a drive at the top.
What the hell's going on over here?
Hero is humping his bed.
I saw the light box just like.
Oh yeah, that's like just adding that.
Earthquake.
Anyway, though, those are our suggestions.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say.
Yep.
Beyond that.
Good luck.
But again, crazy powerful system. So.
And apparently from chat, they're saying that his name is pronounced Reese.
Reese would probably make more sense.
Cool. Thanks, Reese. Next up, we've got Cody. With a Ryzen 7 1700. He built it today. Wow, 4 drives in this build. Can you find all of them?
It's like a newborn build.
It is. It's a Nano S. Looks like a Fractal Design Nano S.
Where are the drives?
Adorable little system. He's probably got maybe one NVMe, and then I think maybe the rest of them are behind. They must be behind the motherboard tray. Because you get, I think on the Nano S you have 2 SSD mounts.
Yeah.
Plus whatever NVMe he's got there. And maybe he's wedged another one. Maybe there's actually room.
Okay, so
there's probably room for another.
I believe right here is the mount that you have for a 3.5-inch drive, so that's probably one right there.
Yeah. I think behind the motherboard
there's an NVMe, like an M.2 slot on the back of this motherboard, and then 2 SSDs on the
behind the motherboard tray.
Yeah, that's probably where you got them.
That's what I'm thinking.
But that's still pretty cool though.
Yeah, four drives in this system is great. You've got hella fans. You got some Linus Tech Tips Edition Noctuas I see, which is totally fine. But I would have liked to see.
These are the industrial.
Version. Oh, you're right. His are the more bright orange or something.
Orange, yeah.
At any rate, either way, I still would have liked to see all the fans be uniform. I think you should just go all the way. Make them all Noctua industrial fans. Yeah,
if you can get a couple more of those, and you can also get the little kit to swap the tips out, that'll get rid of your brown, because the brown doesn't really match with everything.
Right.
Or with anything.
And you're stuck with the red.
If you were all brown and black, that'd be fine with me. But you're stuck with the red on the motherboard, So either get the red corners for all Noctua fans, or go all black or something like that, and just make it very minimal red accent. Get rid of your Seasonic power supply sticker. Maybe one little short extension here for your 24-pin.
Yeah.
Just for that little part right there.
Yep.
Maybe you could easily go red and black to match your ASRock.
What card is that?
Chipset right there.
Oh wait.
That's a little shorty card. I don't know what it is.
Oh, it's RX 560.
RX 560.
MSI RX 560.
That's 32 gig memory kit. Damn.
What?
What?
Holy crap.
So that's a powerful system. That's you got 8 core.
It's like a portable editing rig.
16 thread and 32 gigs of memory. So yeah, this rig definitely seems a little bit more geared towards power for processing and compute tasks than it does for gaming. But of course, you can game at the same time.
Yeah. It's his workstation build, he says.
Oh, it's workstation.
So there we go.
Yes, very nice though, Cody.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well done. All right, let's go on to
Brian.
Brian.
_99_99.
Brian.
All right, so
Brian.
here are his specs: i3-6300 H170M Pro 4 motherboard, 8 gigs of DDR4 2133, a 970 graphics card, a Corsair Carbide 270R, an 850 Evo 250 gig SSD, and a 520 watt modular power supply.
All right. Interesting.
So obviously, Cardinal's in here for Pimp My PC. We have a stock
Intel
heatsink
stock
fan
cooler.
from Intel. These are horrible.
Yep.
They're
Noisy, loud.
They're passable
not very good.
means of cooling your CPU if you're just getting started or you're doing it outside of the box build or something like that. But one of your primary goals when a system is built with one of these coolers on it should be to remove it and replace it with something better. Because there's lots of options and lots of them look quite good for, you know, around $30.
Right.
You got your cryo rig, your H7 you could drop on there. Now, granted, this is not an overclockable CPU, so I will take that into consideration. Your main goal here is just to make things a little bit quieter, give yourself a little bit better long-term noise generation, and also to get rid of just make things look better.
Yeah.
But yeah, cryo rig H7 maybe. Even like the C7 or something, like a low-profile one, that would that'd look fine on there. Those are a little bit cheaper.
Oh yeah, totally.
You know, like a Cooler Master, the Master
212 Evo or something
the Master
like that.
Air Pro 4 would be a reasonable option.
Yeah, some
there
of it more
something.
updated.
What are other ones? There's other ones. I don't know.
Enermax.
Trying a blank.
Their TR40. No, it's not TR40. They're TS.
ETS T40S, the smaller one. Yeah, that'd be a good option too.
Those are good too.
That'd look. Yeah, and that's really the main thing standing out here. Everything else looks fairly clean. You have a clear fan down here, which might light up with a hideous LED when you turn it on.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the clear fans.
Yeah.
Clear fans, they equate to me like the clear heels. They're just a little tacky. Little tacky, and you wonder what they've been doing to make their money.
I'm going to start calling those stripper fans.
Yeah, they're stripper fans.
Get your dirty stripper fan out of here. Fucking Brian. Thanks for submitting that, though, buddy. Appreciate it.
A Dark Rock Pro. Yeah, definitely a Dark Rock Pro would be a good
Ooh, yeah, that'd be sexy.
pair up with the i3. What is it?
i3-6300.
6300.
Next up, we've got Pup Shepherd. Look at old Pup. All right.
Been a while, Pup.
All right. He's got, what's he got here?
Pups.
What?
Pups account is auto-flagged.
No. No, is it really?
It's this media may contain sensitive material.
Are we about to show this on stream?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Oh, learn more. No,
Learn more.
It's fine. It's a PC part picker
Wait,
link.
how come I didn't get that?
Because
when I went to his page.
you're friends with Pup Shepherd. I don't know. Anyway.
And I'm not following him.
I can't... Wait, did he
my.
show...
Yes, this definitely is sensitive.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's
You're looking at...
focus back on the...
He has a big warning at the top that it's not safe for work.
You're right.
You're
right.
That's very classy, Pup. Thank you for doing that.
Yep, good call.
Pup has some unique tastes. That's totally fine.
Now I kind of want to
we're trying to look at his
scroll down
build
on
here.
this. Now I'm curious.
This is his editing and
now
gaming
I look
machine.
at all of his media posts.
Editing and gaming machine.
Maybe I'll like it. Maybe I'll be into
2016.
it. We don't know.
What is all right? So FX8350 G-Skill Ripjaws X Series 240 16 gig 4x4 kit.
Chat.
What?
Don't do it, chat. No. No, we warned you.
Chat.
You've been warned.
He warned them. He's got.
He did.
Anyway.
Okay.
A 10 gigabit. He's got a 10 gigabit
Mellanox.
Ethernet card in there.
Wow.
That's
pretty
All
good.
right. So there's our side view.
Yar.
There's our. Oh goodness. All right. So
card. Yep.
this is another It looks like a lot of work's being done with this computer.
Yeah.
I like the kind of old school. You've taken all of your case badges and put them on the case. I feel like that's not really done anymore.
Right.
I used to do that like on the case that had the opening flap on the fronts.
Mm-hmm.
I put them on the inside of that sometimes. Anyway, though, your cable management is mediocre at best.
Yeah.
I'm just.
I think
you don't have a lot of
better
space to work with.
You need a better case for to clean up the cables.
A case upgrade would be. I like the close-up. The close-up of the business end of the hard drives there.
Yeah.
Just getting dirty.
It would also help your cable management if you flip the drives, if possible. If you flipped them 180, then obviously you'd be plugging in all those SATA cables at the back.
But he's already got so much going on back there.
I know.
mean,
at this point, you
there
need,
is a floppy drive.
You have fully maxed out.
This appears to be a floppy. This can't be a floppy drive.
Maybe it's an SD card reader or something.
Yeah, it's got to be a card reader or something like that.
Or maybe a 2.5-inch hot swap or something.
Oh yeah, I guess that's possible too. Something like that though.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got the optical drive here. Are these more hard drives up here? I think there's more drives up in the upper part.
Looks like an SSD. I see an SSD.
Maybe an SSD going up there. But yeah, I mean...
A bigger case.
I don't know where to start.
You need a new home.
As far as telling you what to do aesthetically. Because it's kind of like... It's kind of like when I've been doing all this cleanup recently, like the video I posted a few days ago. Mm-hmm. And it's like when I go and I look at this massive mess, and I'm just like,
where do you start?
I freeze up because I'm like, where do you start?
Right.
I don't know where to tell you where to start here. All right, the things that are good, you got a good graphics card, you got a good CPU cooler, like your motherboard. You got these add-on cards, which you must be using for something. I don't know what these are, capture cards, sound cards. I'm really not sure what's going on there. But yeah, like I really like this picture because it's
someone who's really gotten intimate.
There's clearly so much being done with this. Hero, you be quiet.
You be quiet.
Lie down. Go lie down.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Be Quiet.
Anyway, though, but Pop, thank you for sending that in.
Yeah.
We have one more to cover here on Pimp My PC from Mary Ann.
This is an honorable mention.
All right.
A system that stood out to me among the rest.
My God.
This is Mary Ann. Thank you very much for your Ryzen 5 1600 system with a GTX 1080 Hall of Fame edition from Galax. This is truly a pretty system. You got the
wow.
It's sort of a white, gray, and teal theme going on here. That definitely reminds me a lot of Tron right off the bat, which I love the color scheme there. It just looks super clean.
Yeah.
What is this, an S340 Elite? Yes. Oh, perfect case for a build like this. Everything just looks so clean. The extensions or the actual cable saving is on point. All the training looks fantastic. You've got matching fans all around. With some beautiful illuminated RAM sticks and a gorgeous cryo-rig cooler to match everything. And that MSI logo on that SSD is fantastic as well. Everything about this system, it's like the best looking system you could pull off without custom water cooling.
It's like my only critique here is just one of those fundamental PC building stuff of like, you have a Ryzen 5 1600 B350 board, that's fine. A GTX 1080. I mean, my only critique would be some of the stuff, the money that's spent on aesthetics here could have been put towards getting a 1080 Ti or getting a 1700 or something like that. But I mean, given the end results here, like that's again a very, very minor thing. I would like, you got a beautiful system here, so very, very well done.
Yeah,
just choice of parts and color scheme and everything.
I'm popping a slight chub right now.
Yep.
Thank you very much for that, Mary Ann. And that's going to conclude it for Pimp My PC for today. Thank you all who submitted. You'll have another opportunity in the future if we didn't get picked today. Let's move on to our next segment, which is Face Off.
Yay.
Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep the energy flowing.
Yeah,
I promise you guys that this is a tech news show, and we will get to tech news before the end of my half.
Talked about technology.
We have,
We
sure.
just looked at a bunch of computers.
We're using computers to do the show. Technically, that
computers
counts.
are technology.
I love how smart you are. So today's game is going to be Knife Party. Knife Party, which just sounds like a gas.
You should grab the keyboard over there.
The CM Storm?
Sure, yeah. That's the only one.
But just making sure that it wasn't like missing a guy over there.
A guy?
Like a keyboard. Like if there was another keyboard over there that I should have seen, but I didn't.
Usually there's a stack of keyboards there.
That's what I was tripping out over. I was like,
I've been doing a bunch of...
You've been cleaning.
Moving things around and organizing.
All of your cleaning and organizing, Paul, has really thrown me off.
I'm sorry.
I can't find anything
I'll
anymore.
try to get things cluttered again.
It's a lot easier locating things in your garage when it was...
Very soon. All right.
Before you organized.
Oh, it's plugged in.
Guys, thank you for the donations rolling in. We'll be reading off all the comments you attach to those at the end of each half of the show. So just keep giving us money.
All right, so
doing it.
do we have a punishment here?
I didn't have one in mind lined up. I had a couple ideas for perhaps a embarrassing tweet that one of us would have to send to somebody else. Or perhaps we have to do like a karaoke cover of a particularly embarrassing song.
I have no karaoke set up.
YouTube. People just upload like karaoke. Don't Stop Believin' by Journey, and like you can just do karaoke on YouTube.
All right,
you don't need a karaoke machine.
You want to get your video, flagged? And demonetized.
We don't get enough
because my rendition of
we don't get enough views on awesome hardware.
Unchained Melody.
We don't get enough
so
views.
Spot on that it's immediately flagged.
The algorithm just picks it up. Oh, geez, that's authentic.
Obviously, the original. Someone's uploaded a very high quality.
Clearly, the source. We've found the source. We've located the source, ladies and gentlemen. It's so you're singing so on point that it flags the Journey Vivo channel.
Oh yeah.
For copywriting copywriting your original.
That's probably what's gonna happen.
All right, it's knife party. We're gonna knife each other. We're gonna stab each other with knives.
That's the plan.
See, without video games, this would just sound like a nightmare.
I like this game because there's no other options here but play. Well, play more games.
And a decapitated head is the only thing you see.
Oh, okay.
So 2-player versus. Oh yeah, you should probably look at that.
Two-player mode. Player 2 movement will be arrow keys.
G.
K L.
Oh, there's a magic.
Oh,
you can use magic.
Oh, that's good. Alright, we have this is a 10 keyless keyboard here, so our hands are very close together.
Yes. My fingers are nimble and ready for fingering.
So is that right?
I think I'll be alright.
Jump is L and that. Alright.
Knife party!
2-player versus.
Alright.
This looks fine. I'm gonna be Frodo.
I'll be.
Those are the only two options. Alright, I'm Frodo.
So I did this earlier, and for some reason, you have to press. I think
I have
K.
more armor and more magic damage.
I think you have to press K.
Press
select your guy.
F to select.
So F did not work. F worked for me, but it didn't work for you. So I think,
there we go. All right,
okay.
I got it.
So here we have to decide though. We have to decide before we start playing
how
many we're gonna go up to. The rounds are fairly short, so I'm gonna say what, first to 3.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Sure.
All right. Let's do it. Oh, jeez.
Haha.
Oh no.
Stop it.
Ha! I used my magic against you.
Damn it.
Knife fight!
Oh, I'm terrible. Alright. I thought you said these are quick.
They are.
That should have hit you.
You're being a bitch.
I'm really not good at this.
Oh shit.
I'm not good at this at all.
Run away.
I'm gonna die.
Oh no. Why won't you die?
Ah, my head fell off.
Decapitation! Alright.
Alright.
So that's 1 point for me.
Oh, that's interesting to know.
How'd you do that? Dude, what the hell? Speed hacks, bro. Total speed hacks. Oh, shit. Shit. Ah! No! No!
This game is.
I'm gonna get you.
This is the best game ever.
It's the best game ever. It just captivates you.
Son of a bitch.
Come on. How come you get like a bottle, like an empty beer bottle?
I have better magic. My magic.
Are you like a homeless guy or something? What are you?
Pretty much, yeah.
No, that doesn't mean you have better magic.
No, that's my
have,
stats.
like, a
You didn't look at
frickin'-
the stats?
Oh my god!
Were you not looking at the stats when we chose our characters?
Barely. Stats aren't important.
I'm
Alright.
cheat. I'm drinking beer. You tried to cheat. You tried
Nope.
to,
No, I waited for you to look at the screen. Alright.
You tried to cheat.
Oh, Jesus. Go away.
What was that? That was an interesting thing I was able to do that I wasn't aware of before.
Would you slide?
Yeah, I kind of did a slide thing.
A slidey? A slidey-idey? Oh, come on, come on. What?
What?
How did
See?
you do that?
I don't know.
How are we discovering moves that
Yeah,
aren't
there's
even
lots
listed
of-
in the tutorial?
It's like in and out. There's a secret menu.
Ah! No! No! I can't see anything.
You can't see what are you talking. Oh, I should just lean in front of you and block it.
Oh, you're getting good, man. You're getting real
Trying
good.
to learn the game.
You're so cool.
That should have hit
You're
you.
so smooth right now. Ah!
Stop it. Stop jumping around.
No, I'll never stop jumping. I will jump forever. Oh no! No! Ah! How are you so good? All right, one more.
I figured out the trick.
One more. Here we go.
Oh, all right. So that was.
It only goes up to best out of 3, but
Alright.
we're playing to 3, first to 3. So
Okay. So.
you need to win one more.
I need one.
I need to
and
win 2
Cal
more.
needs 2.
Come on, come here, bitch. See, look, you're damaged. You do so much damage. How do you do so much? I should have looked at the specs. You're
gotta
just
check
slaughtering me.
Gotta check the specs, dude.
I know. Oh my god. Look at that. You're just crushing me. This is not even funny. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're gonna die. I'm gonna die. You're still like full health. Oh my god. You
Wow.
can't.
Wow. All right,
Oh
that's
my
game.
god.
It's game.
All right. You win.
It's game.
You win. I'm terrible with a knife.
I am
Clearly.
the champion of knife fight.
You're the champion knife fighter.
I should get into knife fights
More regularly.
all the time.
Well, if there's ever a knife fight that breaks down, I'll be sure to have you on my team.
All right, you owe me $20.
20. It's not the punishment. Just you give me
Punishment
money.
should just be cash. Just a cash.
Okay,
cash
you have
payment.
a couple options here. You can either force me to send out an embarrassing tweet to anyone of your choice, or you can have me do a karaoke cover of any song. Or you can force me to perhaps drink my beer for the rest of the show out of a bowl using only a spoon and maybe a fork.
The fork would do you no good. That'd be useless.
Well, it is a punishment.
I like the karaoke option.
Okay. You got.
But I'm kind, and I also I realize the audience they need something here. So
Okay. Okay.
can you give me like 3 choices of songs that you would actually know how to sing?
Okay.
And I'll pick from those.
3 choices of songs. Guys in chat, you can let us know if you have any suggestions as well.
I'm asking you
You're
because
gonna ask me.
some songs. You
Okay.
know, you need to know the song.
Well, yeah, sure. Okay.
If I was like, oh,
Right.
sing,
Wrecking Ball.
sing, sing. I'm trying to think of an obscure song.
All right. Let's see.
Sing "Diamonds on the Soles of Her Shoes" by Paul Simon. Yeah.
I don't even know.
No?
I don't even know what the hell that even is.
Immigrant song. That'd be a good one.
You want to do Hotel California?
Oh yeah, that's easy enough.
All right.
Man, I wish I had my guitar. I could actually just sing.
Can you play it on the ukulele?
No, it's really not in tune. I don't think my guitar is either. So that will probably get this your half flagged. Just if there's anything that's gonna get your half flagged, it's gonna probably be Hotel California.
Okay. Well, I feel like anything's gonna get flagged. Anything that's worth singing here. Or what about oh no, I don't know that song good enough. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Bohemian Rhapsody is so like it's so long and whiny though.
You'd have to just sing the you know from the after he shoots the guy.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Okay.
We've got some good ideas here.
Pen, pineapple, apple pen.
Pen. Oh God.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
It's dumb. I hate it. I hate it.
Freebird.
Like a virgin. Freebird, yeah.
Proud
Wonderwall.
Proud Mary by CCR. You a little CCR on it.
Fuck the police. NWA.
Like a virgin. That'd be fun. Rick Roll.
Oh. Rick Astley.
Just do the classic.
Some
Never gonna give you up. Hey,
all right. Let's do that.
Let's see if that.
I feel like that can't get flagged anymore. I feel like YouTube's probably just added that to its whitelist and like, there's just too many people. We can't control it. Just let the Rick Astley go. Just let it go. All right, let's see how this goes. I only know the chorus really well. I don't know like the verses, so I'll do my best, but it could be super cringe. It will be super cringe, just so you know. So that's a loading bar, letting me know when I'm supposed to sing.
Yeah, this is
okay.
This is.
So I have no idea what I'm about to sing right now.
This is karaoke, so I'm guessing it.
Sing?
Why is there no audio?
I need audio.
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Oh God, I don't even know the melody for the verse. I don't even know the melody for the verse though. Will you help me?
Yeah.
You know the melody.
So I'm gonna sing along here.
Okay.
Come on.
All right, here we go.
We're no strangers to love. That's a weird key.
Oh yeah.
You know the rules, and so do I. For commitment's what I'm trying to go to the high register. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just want to tell you, I've
gotta make you understand.
Give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. We've known each other for so long.
Yeah.
Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say. I don't know this part.
So we both know what's going on.
We know the game, and
gonna play it.
and if you ask me, I don't know
how I'm feeling. Don't let me, you're too blind to see. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you.
Desert you.
Make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Yeah!
There's more, but I feel like we should
There's
cut it
more,
off.
but for the sake of all the people who have ears, we will stop
sorry.
immediately. Thank you, and good night. No, actually, we still have more to talk about.
Yes, we do.
But hey, that was fun. Thank you, everyone who endured that moment of our stream tonight. We have some tech news for you all. Thank you for clipping in chat. Appreciate it. Thanks for sharing that moment with the world. Everyone needs to see it. All right.
We're peaking? I'm sorry. I can turn up the compressor.
Yes.
We shouldn't be peaking.
Thank you. I'm flattered. We are peaking. This is the best we've ever done.
Okay.
We can really... I'm not usually good at taking compliments,
it's
but...
the best. It just keeps getting better
you guys
every
are
time.
peaking right now.
That's why people keep coming back to awesome hardware.
Hey! All right, guys. Let's talk about some tech news. Let's bring it down a notch here. Get back to reality. Serious things are happening in the tech industry. You should all be warned.
It's going to affect everyone.
NVIDIA, for starters, is reportedly restricting its partners, all of its beloved add-in board partners, from selling GeForce GPUs, gaming-related graphics cards, for server and high-performance PC use, or HPC use. This is an article from Game Debate. They actually have been noticing, or actually caught wind, from Digitimes. Digitimes was saying that gaming GPUs for starters, as we all know, are not just good for gaming, and a lot of server suppliers are using GeForce cards for their server and HPC usage. Instead of the more expensive Tesla and Quadro cards, which is what those cards are really intended for, to handle those high-end workloads. But, you know, gaming cards are good for that sort of thing too. And even more so, gaming GPUs are typically cheaper than professional-grade workstation cards. So a lot of these add-in board partners are saying, hey, we can cut down margins significantly if we just put some gaming GPUs inside of our server and HPC-based systems instead of forking out $6,000 for a freaking Quadro.
Because enterprise stuff in general is extremely expensive.
Exactly. Yes, so they're really able to cut down margins this way and also sell their product to customers for a cheaper rate. But NVIDIA has been catching wind of this lately, and they're not too happy about it. So they've actually been putting in stricter measures with the potential threat of withholding GPU distribution from these companies, from their own add-in board partners, if they don't adhere to their rules. And at this point, businesses have two choices. They can either concede and be like, okay, fine, NVIDIA, if you're going to put us in this corner, we're going to we're gonna bite the bullet and buy a Tesla or Quadro product. Or they could completely lash out and go the opposite way and maybe seek out competitor offerings from the likes of AMD with their Fire Pro series cards, or what's the other one? Instinct, or even Radeon hardware. They might just start going for Radeon GPUs. And then what a clusterfuck would we be in when Bitcoin miners and server or slash HPC suppliers are eating up all of the gaming GPU inventory. We could see prices rise even further just when they're just barely starting to come down, as we'll talk about more in Paul's half. But it's quite interesting. It kind of makes a case for gaming GPUs, really. Like, even if you're not gaming, Raja could... Oh, shit. Is this just in? Oh, this is 2 hours ago. Holy crap. Okay, so this is an article that we will potentially talk about either... Okay, all right,
so
let's just talk about it.
Finish your stuff first.
Okay,
let's do it after your planned stuff.
Okay, so...
But this is all unimportant now, so let's do this quickly. All right.
Yeah, holy crap.
DRAM bit growth? Well, that's stupid.
DRAM bit growth in 2018, so this is from EE Times. The DRAM Exchange, which is a Taiwan-based firm that tracks memory chip pricing, has claimed that Samsung, who holds 45% of the DRAM market, is increasing capacity to get a leg up over the competition and also to keep newer Chinese companies who are trying to get into that market out. They're trying to keep the Chinese people out. Not Chinese people, it sounds racist. The Chinese companies out of the DRAM market. They're trying to snag all the market share. It's just business. It's just business at that point, Paul. The firm is projecting DRAM bit supply to grow by 22.5% next year. That's up from 19.6% in 2017. Samsung is allegedly planning to allocate some of its capacity that had been initially set aside for NAND flash to DRAM. So they're going, okay, let's pull some inventory from NAND flash and let's put it towards DRAM. And this is going to scale up the amount, just the sheer capacity or amount of DRAM that Samsung as a tech giant will be supplying next year. And this is, of course, going to sort of force Samsung's competitors, which is currently SK Hynix and what's the other one? SK Hynix and what is it? Micron. Micron. I could not remember the Micron for the life of me. Micron Technology to also sort of increase their output to stay competitive in the market. And this week, Samsung has announced its highest ever quarterly semiconductor sales, so that it was also going to focus on cost-competitive DRAM solutions, which should theoretically mean that in 2018, we should be seeing lower DRAM prices. Memory will finally be more affordable than it has been in the past.
And then this is like the ebb and flow of the market, and it's happened before. It's probably going to happen again, but you know, there's been accusations of the manufacturers of DRAM kind of putting a squeeze on the market over the past 6 months or so, which has led to the rising prices. Most DRAM kits that you look at now, if you look at 9 months or a year ago, they've doubled in price. But then what happens is the price raises, and then eventually you have a company like Samsung's like, all right, price is high. we're going to manufacture a bunch now and take advantage of those high prices.
Right.
Then the other companies have to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Because as long as there's at least a few of them, as long as it's not just one, manufacturer of DRAM,
Right.
then more of them will start upping their output, and hopefully we'll see prices come back down.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of a lightning rod. As soon as the DRAM prices skyrocket, a lot of these other Chinese companies that are sort of no name in the U.S. anyway are starting to see dollar signs, and they're like, okay, well, we can make ridiculous margins off of the DRAM we sell in the U.S. because the market pricing is so high right now. And I think this has sort of been Samsung's response to that, and going, holy crap! Now that DRAM's going for so high, selling for so high right now. I mean, it helps us, but at the same time, it's also sort of catapulting all these new Chinese companies into our market, and we'd like to weed them out and be like on top again and retain our market share. So let's just continue making a shit ton more DRAM so we can sell it at lower prices and stay more competitive amongst the competition. So that's kind of what's going on here. And I will leave it at that for that article, but long and short, TLDR is cheaper memory. 2018, coming soon. Next up, we've got an article from videocards.com. This is about an XFX custom Radeon RX Vega GPU. We're suspecting that it's a Vega 56 based on the PCIe power connectors. We've got one 6 and one 8 pin, which follows the reference design of Vega 56. This is from XFX, of course. It's got two large red fans with a carbon fiber style shroud. Not genuine carbon fiber, I'm sure. But interestingly,
It's got like
PCIe...
it's got like a notch in the middle.
But not only is that a notch, that's where the PCIe connectors are. The power plugs are right smack in the middle of the PCB, or at least the middle of the card. I believe that the PCB is actually quite short, but the shroud itself is longer.
They're down here.
Yeah. The PCIe connectors are
Why
right in the
is there
middle.
no better picture of that in this article? Video cards?
I don't know. Yeah, you would think with a website like videocards.com that they would have a little bit more
plug in right there.
visual elements for us. But
okay.
yeah, it's
I'd
very
be
bizarre.
interested. I mean, I imagine if you have a nice sleeved kit or something, maybe it'd look kind of cool, tucked into a little notch, maybe.
I guess.
I don't know. But yeah, I'd like to see more pictures of it.
I just
There's
feel like
a 6 and an 8 pin in there.
I feel like the closer you get, the closer you move the power connectors to the PCIe slot, the longer distance the cables have to travel from whatever grommet or cutout they were
True,
coming out of.
yeah,
So-
I prefer them down on the end of the card.
Yeah.
In the middle, it can be more awkward for cable management.
Right. So it would be interesting to actually see, like, if you took this card and put it in a variety of different cases, even the cases that, like, the S340 or the S340 Elite that has the actual cable cutout for GPUs at the bottom on the power supply shroud, if that would actually line up fairly well, or if it would still be a disaster.
What you need with this card is like a water block that goes on it, right? That has the in and outs like on either side of where the cables come out.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have like the tubing come out and the cables at the same
That'd be cool.
I don't know. Maybe
No, yeah, that would look pretty. That would definitely look unique.
that could be fun.
Yeah. So you guys can look out for that. It's got a full cover backplate, LED backlit logo, that sort of thing. No pricing and availability as of yet. Next up, we've got an article from Ars Technica. This is about the Android security update for November that just rolled out.
Crack.
This is fixing crack, the crack situation that Paul talked about. I believe you talked about this on a recent episode.
We did.
Perhaps last week. Also slapping a Band-Aid on the Pixel 2 XL screen, which we've talked extensively about in episodes prior. So there was actually 3 patches that Google released for Android this month. And they've been released with a fix for the high-profile key reinstallation attack, which is known as crack. For those who missed it, crack is pretty much a vulnerability. There's a vulnerability that was found in the WPA2 protocol, which is basically responsible for Wi-Fi network security. And it was discovered that a key reinstallation attack, or crack, could compromise the encryption between a device and its access point, allowing an attacker to basically view or access data that was assumed to be encrypted, which is obviously bad news for anyone who uses Wi-Fi. Google has patched a ton of these crack-related bugs under the 2017 11-06 label. So that's what you want to look for in your About page on your mobile device if you want to see if you've received that patch yet. The patch treats Android 8.0 Oreo all the way back to 5.0.2 Lollipop. Additionally, if you have a Pixel or Nexus device, I believe the patch is still waiting to be rolled out for those devices. So Pixel and Nexus, you have to wait on that but I'm sure it's just like literally probably coming out later this week or maybe next week. The patch is also bringing some quasi-fixes, like semi-fixes to the Pixel 2 XL2 XL screen that Google announced 2 weeks ago. This was a serious issue that the phone was having with burn-in, and to address this concern, Google is planning to release a patch that maximizes the screen brightness to a virtually imperceptible 50 CD/M2 nits. So it's going to actually lower the maximum brightness by a smidge. That to the human eye isn't really, you're not going to notice a difference, allegedly, but it should reduce the amount of load that's happening on your device, on the screen specifically. Additionally, the always-on navigation bar, which was the biggest culprit for burn-in on these devices, is going to dim when it isn't being used. So it's kind of adaptive in that sense, and it's also going to switch from black to white depending on the application that you're running. As for the dull color that's been continually reported with the Pixel 2 XL, Google has added a new colors section. Did you get your Pixel 2 already?
Yeah, I'm returning it for a refund.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Is that because you actually checked out the phone and looked at the screen and like you noticed that it was poor quality, or?
It's because my camera on the phone stopped working.
Really?
Yeah, not an issue I've heard about reported very widely or anything, but I initially opened it up and started using it on Saturday morning. I had set up to do like a vlog with it. I recorded the unboxing of it, and took it out, and I was starting, like, we went on a walk with our dogs on Saturday morning, and I was recording stuff with it and everything like that. And then after about 2 or 3 hours of using it, suddenly, whenever I tried to access the camera on it, it would freeze up, and whatever app I was trying to use to access the camera, whether it was the camera app or, Messenger or Hangouts or whatever, it would just freeze up and lock out and wouldn't let me use the camera.
Wow.
Yeah. It was kind of a crappy thing to happen.
Yeah.
Because a big reason why I got the phone was because of the camera and my intent to get that phone. Like, my thought when I get it is, one, I have the original Pixel XL and I really, really like it. It's my favorite phone.
Yeah.
So did a really good job on that.
Yeah.
XL2 or 2XL is supposed to have a better camera.
Yeah.
So part of my thought in getting that is like, all right, my phone that I always have on me, and I make videos for a living.
Of course, and you have social media accounts, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
So anytime I want to pull that out, I want to be able to take a picture with it and everything like that. I ordered it before any of the information had come out about the blue shift on the OLED, about the burn-in on the OLED. I was willing to sort of deal with that as it happened. Yeah. But then I actually had a physical technical problem with the phone.
Yeah,
that wasn't I did a full factory reset on it, did not fix it.
Wow.
Basically, the connection between the camera and there's a hardware issue going on somewhere in there, as far as I can tell. So yeah,
I'd be very curious to see what Google's quality assurance or quality control section looks like.
Well,
because how does this actually slip through?
Was it LG?
It was an LG OLED display.
Yeah.
And it's one of the first LG OLEDs to be featured on a flagship phone in quite some time.
Yeah. So, I mean,
which is why they rolled this out, the new color section in the display settings with a saturated mode that basically makes the display look like a Samsung OLED. It is what the article says. It's like, let's just basically make it look like one of those, because that's what most of the flagship phones today are using. It's a Samsung OLED. There's also a natural and a boosted profile that you could choose, but the saturated is what actually will ignore the original sRGB settings and apply its own distinct filter to make it look more like a Samsung phone, which seems to be what people like on their phones these days. So I'm very shocked. I'm very sad and kind of disappointed that the camera wasn't working for you.
Yeah, it was enough of a thing where, like, because I could have asked for a replacement. I could have gotten a replacement. Like, that was an option, and they replace it and everything. But
sure,
like, I was already not any of the first people to post a video on the Pixel 2 XL, which, you know, that's fine. I was willing to do a video a little bit after the fact.
Sure.
But it'd be even further delayed by the RMA process for it and everything. And just the fact that it's like literally, it's like $1,000. The configuration I got with 128 gigs of storage and everything was close to $1,000.
Yeah, and you don't expect.
And I'm not willing to put up with the issues that have come out with it on top of the hardware issue that I had as well with that. So I'm just like, no, I'll get a refund and look at another phone. I am not, for people in chat, this is that I'm sad. Yes, I'm a little sad. You know, disappointed.
I'd be sad too.
I wanted to do a little bit more with the phone.
I was looking forward to the Pixel 2.
I'm still totally fine with my Pixel XL. Yeah. It's a very good phone. If anyone's sad, it's my wife, because my wife was expecting my Pixel XL to be handed down to her. Well, I had the Pixel 2 XL.
Bummer.
We'll see how that goes, though.
Jeez.
Maybe we can find another optional replacement for it. But, all right, what's next?
All right, let's move on to our last article for tonight, which is, or at least for my half of the show, which is about Intel and AMD's custom SoC. You know what? I'm going to save this. I'm going to put in my 2 cents on this on your half because we're short on time. So let's go ahead and move on.
Let's do your add-on story here, though, real quick.
Okay, my add-on story is, this is breaking news, ladies. Breaking news.
All right, so earlier today, the information came out that Raja Koduri, the kind of heart and soul of Radeon Technologies Group, is leaving. He's departing them. He's been on a sabbatical for a while.
Oh, I mean, who cares, Paul?
He went on sabbatical after Vega
leave
launched.
Big tech companies all the time. What's special about this one?
So the big drama now, and this is a WCCF Tech article. So as always,
grain of salt.
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 add much
That's
salt.
look more than a grain, Paul.
But let's stir the pot a little bit. Raja Koduri, according to WCCF Tech, is seeking new horizons at Intel.
Ah!
Oh my God!
Ah!
Given the crazy news about the Intel and AMD making a combined chip together as well, maybe this isn't too far off base, but
you Benedict!
There we go, Raja.
You Benedict Arnold! Oh my goodness! It's going to be so weird seeing him at like all the press events now, at Intel press events.
That would be weird seeing him.
And he just took a sabbatical from AMD, did he not? After the Vega launch.
Yeah, I just said that.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. It's like a minute.
You can tell I'm a little hazy on this Rumpkin. All right, the Rumpkin's got me hammered. Yeah, this is really big news.
Kind of crazy.
And the fact that he was so heavily invested in the graphical side of things at AMD leads you to believe that he's also going to be...
Apparently, you've outmatched...
Compressors!
You've outmatched the compressor with your...
Kyle versus compressor.
We're still at compressor level, I want to say 4.
Round 1.
Right now.
Fight! Okay. This is insane. I did not see this coming. I didn't see this coming even more than I saw Intel and AMD collaborating on an SoC. I mean, I have to think that he's going to help them now with the SoC. And could you imagine if Intel released a discrete graphics card?
Should I continue yelling at the top of my lungs so that you can test the compressor?
Probably not now that I turned the effects up.
Oh geez. Oh wait, what effects? What effects?
We probably sound like
demons. Does that mean if we do our demon impersonation voices that we sound like 10 times like demons?
Probably.
Okay.
Should have done that for Halloween.
That's my only disappointment about
streaming at my
doing
place.
Halloween at your place. It's this probably would have been pretty appropriate for that. Okay, sorry headphone users, and sorry for anyone.
Everyone's going crazy.
Who's not a fan of
Jesus
Satan.
Christ.
All right.
All right.
End of the show. We're
End of
going to
the
do
show.
some shout-outs for people who have given us donations. We're going to really quickly try to answer some questions that have come through.
Yes. Tom's Bremsmitz for the 50 Norwegian krona. Kyle, you can then. It would be great to read my donations in Scandinavian accent. By the way, what's your first impressions about FLOATPLANE community versus YouTube?
Yeah, FP.
First off, I don't know what a Scandinavian accent sounds like, let alone how to actually impersonate one.
Scandinavian.
But do you?
No.
No, I can't do it justice, so I'm not going to try. But I'm flattered that you would ask. FLOATPLANE's been doing...
I watched Pippi Longstocking when I was a kid. That's probably the
there you
closest. I don't even know if that qualifies.
I haven't seen it since I was like 7, I think.
Yeah.
So it's an oldie. But FLOATPLANE's been awesome. I like it a lot more than YouTube already.
Yeah?
The video and audio playback on their platform, on their player, is way better. I'm sure I've said this 1,000 times, but the 720p on FLOATPLANE looks like the 1080p on YouTube. It really is like crispy. I have to watch out and make sure that there's like no dust on the components because it really shows. It looks really good.
All right, real quick,
awesome.
if I can propose the counter here to the FLOATPLANE, glowing review or whatever.
Yeah.
Luke, right? Luke, one of the driving forces behind FLOATPLANE,
Sure.
of course. Here's what I foresee, right? FLOATPLANE. People are looking for some sort of alternative to YouTube.
Sure.
For various reasons.
Why wouldn't they?
FLOATPLANE has some potential to become one of those alternatives. There's been other attempts in the past, such as Vessel and that kind of thing. FLOATPLANE, if it does happen to become, what if it becomes a competitor to YouTube? 50%, even like a quarter of YouTube's, viewership and that kind of thing. What if that actually happens? Luke will become like a rich evil dude. That's what I'm saying. He'll be rich. He'll have all this money.
And evil.
And he'll become
because the riches that comes with the evil.
He'll have like one of those a little mustache and whatever.
Or curly.
He'll become evil Luke because of all the money.
He'll probably look exactly like Raja Kaduri.
Because absolute power corrupts absolutely, and obviously, if you have the amount of power that someone with like if you were in charge of YouTube, right? If you were like, YouTube is mine and I own it and whatever, you'd have a pretty decent amount of power. You'd probably end up being evil. That's probably what would have happened.
But you know what? Luke is also Canadian. So evil Canadian is like our version of a really good person. Even an evil Canadian would be like, is there anything else I can get you?
Sorry.
Sorry about what I said earlier.
Sorry.
Sometimes I get carried
that's possible.
Maybe he just develops a really evil voice, but he's still just as nice as he always is.
He's always nice. Luke's always nice.
In my experience, I've never felt any ill will towards Luke, or felt that he had any towards me. I feel like he's a nice, genuine person, and that's what makes me truly terrified of him.
He certainly does have a silver tongue.
Which I would not like to
seems weird.
Verify for myself.
Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Really.
Fred Rant, $5. No more money for Kyle until he takes wife to a very nice dinner. I took her to a very nice dinner recently.
You did?
Yes, I did. You can ask her all about it. I don't know if she's in chat. I haven't seen her, but yes, I did take her a nice dinner. I wouldn't be opposed to taking her to another nice dinner. She's my wife, and we got all the time in the world.
I'm gonna take my wife to a dinner tonight.
I know, and I will. She's making me a nice dinner. Does that count? No, it doesn't count because she's doing it. Anyway.
Also, I think Jenny's wasted.
Jenny? You just keep texting you random.
What up, pirate? I think she's trash.
We got all the sponsorships. I just reached out to every vendor you know in the last 5 minutes. Oh God, Jenny, no!
Not while you're wasted.
No.
Sorry.
Good fun fact.
Just looking at my phone. Brian Webb, $5.11.
My water-cooled 980 Ti is dying. What should I buy to drive my 1440p 144 Hz FreeSync monitor? Also, can I put vodka in my custom loop? I would say a 1080 or a 1080 Ti.
Yeah.
1440p, 144 Hz, 1080 Ti would be clutch.
Even a 1070 Ti, I mean, if you're really if $450 is your cutoff, you can't spend more than that, then maybe a 1070 Ti. Would be another reasonable solution. But yeah, any of those options that Kyle mentioned.
Brian Sprouse, $10. Love you guys. Your vids are what got me into building PCs. Awesome.
Wait.
What?
Brian, I FreeSync monitor.
What?
He has a FreeSync monitor. Brian Webb.
Oh,
Has a
right.
FreeSync
Oh, yes. Totally overlooked
Brian
that.
Webb.
Yes. Then
Buy a
RX,
Vega 56.
Vega 56.
Because
or
as we're going to
64.
discuss on my half of the show, you can actually buy him for like
Yes.
maybe not $400.
Prices have fallen.
420-ish, at least as of earlier today. We'll see when we get back to my half. But yes,
Yep.
Brian Webb, thank you.
Good catch.
Brian Sprouse.
$10. Love you guys. Your vids are what got me into building PCs. Question for Kyle though: which CPU cooler worked better in your Node 202 projects, the CryoWeek C7 or the Noctua L9i? I know you used both. I know where you live too. Honestly, I think the C7 actually dropped temps about 3 to 5 degrees over the Noctua L9i.
Really?
Yes, it did. It actually has a slightly. It looks to me like a bigger fan on it and a slightly bigger heatsink. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Noctua L9i is fantastic if you're really pressed for height clearance because it is like almost half height of the C7. But because of that, you're also losing out on some heat fin, or fin array. Just surface area and things like that. So I would say the C7 performs a little bit better, but you are losing out a bit of that clearance.
Oh my god, there's so many more donations.
Bear that in mind. Mr. Senor, you can't go wrong with either though. Mr. Senor, $5. Not a question for those of you looking for an ultra-wide monitor. The Alien AW3418DW, a 120 Hz G-Sync IPS 144p, and is currently $500 off at Dell.com.
That's an ad.
That is an ad.
Mr. Senor just paid $5 to advertise to all of you
No,
guys.
Senor.
Thank you, Mr.
No.
Senor. But yeah,
Derek P, $10, just asking for a shout out for our end of the year 3 day LAN
November.
party in
Everyone
San
listen.
Diego.
November 17th to 19th.
Search
San Diego LAN meetup.
on Google. Search it on Google.
And everyone go.
Everyone go.
It's that LAN party. LAN parties are fun.
Cool, LAN party. Sweet.
Lots of like-minded people joining up and playing video games together. Thank you,
Derek,
for that.
Zaffo, $5. Paul and Kyle. Important question,
This
Porter.
is Zaffo.
IPA, stout, or Yingling? Not based on Trump affiliation. Yingling. Honestly, I would say IPAs for me.
Yeah, amongst those,
I really like my IPAs.
Amongst those options, I'd probably go for the stout. Just that's my personal preference.
I like me some stouts.
Thank you, Zaffo. Spy Guy 420.
Blaze it! $25. You guys missed 3 of my donations so far.
I am
Maybe
sorry.
you won't miss this one. I'm sorry.
We're not.
We're
not missing this one.
I have a rig on my IG account, my Instagram account at SpyGuy420 that I'd like you to check out. Thanks. Guys, go check out SpyGuy420 on Instagram. Do it.
Thank you, Spy Guy.
Be nice.
Scott Dilbeck with your
$6.66.
satanic $6.66.
Cheers, ladies. Kyle, congrats on FLOATPLANE. Thank you very much. Paul, join the bandwagon and then finish the HTBC. What's dinner plans for
Maybe
the night?
if
Enjoy.
Linus would give me a call.
Linus!
He did. He talked to me about it, but I haven't heard any
waiting.
follow-up. I think you were a prime suspect for the FLOATPLANE introduction because you had already
YouTube
been
dropped
doing
me.
the pre-thing.
Yep.
But yeah, I am not opposed to FLOATPLANE, so assuming the offer is still out there from LMG.
Well, I feel like the
I'll probably-
floodgates have now opened
Yeah.
with me because they weren't actually planning to sign on any partners until late December. Like they're
Okay.
2 months away.
Oh, all right.
And so now that they've signed me on, they're like, okay, well maybe I feel like they're probably gonna start reaching out to more partners and stuff.
Yeah, don't be surprised if you see me jump on there too. And LMG if you're watching.
Solo.
Yeah.
Hit me up, Do it.
Clayton.
Clayton for the $5. Wondering if it's worth upgrading to an 8700K from a 6700K early next year. No. I'm going to school for 3D modeling, animation, and currently using a GTX 1070. Still no. The only worthy upgrade from a 6700K at this point would probably be up to Threadripper or Skylake X. IMO.
That's reasonable. Yeah.
You're not going to see any mad gains from anything else
for
on
your
6-core.
For your application, 3D modeling and animation, which is probably going to be very compute intensive.
Compute.
Yes.
Compute
An upgrade from 6700K to 8700K would require an upgraded motherboard and base platform, in which case you'd probably be better suited looking at something that can provide you with 8 cores or above. Sorry, the dogs are getting upset right now. Such as an AMD Ryzen option, or beyond that, if you have a little bit more money, Threadripper or Skylake X. My wife is home and the dogs are upset.
There we go.
Thank you, Max.
Pup Shepherd, $5. For now, my PC I use for content creation. The 10 gigabyte. Oh, I think that's the gigabit NIC.
Gigabit next, yeah.
Connects to my 6 terabyte drive NAS. Ooh. I will upgrade to Ryzen 7 1800X. Very informative. That's nice. Awesome. That sounds like a sweet little setup that you've got there. Man, 4 terabytes. I need to get something like that. I only have like way less than that.
Yeah, I want to do a 10 gigabit between this area and the computer room back there.
Nice. ZZR Hardy, 10 Australian. We are your friends, and this is an intervention. Please, no more karaoke. Nice.
We'll
bear that in mind.
We'll remember that. Giovanni.
Giovanni, $5. I've been watching since March. Ooh. My best friend streams Tuesdays, but I watch you all anyway. Mind rating him tonight? His name is KYLBYTV on Twitch.
That's up to Cell. We do whatever Cell tells us to do.
Cell, look at that person and see if they're actively streaming, and if they're not, like killing children or something, and then perhaps you use your own judgment on whether or not we should stream to them. Felix Montelongo,
$20.77.
What are good pair of over-ear headphones that are good for gaming and listening to music? Around $150 to $250.
Honestly, your Sennheisers.
Oh, the Sennheisers are really good. Yeah. Those are the gaming series.
This is the older version. These are the PC 360s, but the Sennheiser gaming series, which has various options up in the exact range you're looking for. I've really been happy with both with the comfort,
extremely comfortable
sound quality, as well as it's not like a mic like we're using right now, but the boom mic that you get with it is also quite nice.
Nice. Cool. If you guys were looking for something, more just like on the headset or headphone side of things without a microphone built in, honestly, the Biodynamic DT880 Pros that I bought years ago are now under $250, which I think is a huge bargain.
You do need
a pretty good amplifier.
Yeah, so you need something that can handle. Are they 150 or 300 ohm?
Well, they actually come in like 32, 60, or 250 ohms, so you can have your pick of the litter there. But just make sure that you're able to actually drive whichever ohms you go with. Additionally, we've got Heli Dragon 510, $10. Thank you very much, sir. Guys, my Linux workstation is an i5 2320. Drop-in upgrade to i7 3770 or full Ryzen 3 1300X. Gaming rig is a Ryzen 7 1700. Budget is consideration. So new or upgrade my old crap. Hashtag Ryzen all the things. I would say if you are currently at an i5 2320, I would say...
I'm going to say go for the Ryzen 3 1300X, because if you're already having a Ryzen 7 1700 for your main gaming system, you have an easy upgrade path there. Once your gaming system upgrades to the next, whatever happens in the next year or two, you can immediately upgrade your 1300X based system on IM4 to your 1700.
That's true.
Upgrade path available there.
Yeah.
That's what I would go for. Plus, I mean, if you're talking about a Linux workstation system, they're very efficient. So that's what I would say.
Yeah, 3770 is still a good chip, but it's old. It's older.
It's old, and there's nowhere to go from that. Like,
and the chipset doesn't have nearly as many features. Core Maximus. $5. Can we expect to see an upgraded build to the Go Anywhere, Do Anything PC with Ryzen or Coffee Lake parts? If so, will you stick with the Node 202? I actually did do an upgraded version of the GADA system, GADA, Go Anywhere, Do Anything, with Ryzen 1800X, I believe, or it was a Ryzen 7 1700, I think. Either way, it was a Ryzen 8 core. And it was fantabulous. I've since disassembled it because I needed the parts for other things, and it's very sad. But perhaps I'll do something else with that in the future. Node 202 is a great case. I absolutely love it, especially since it can be easily modified to fit a 120mm AIO. Sebastian Casella with the 80Rs. Hey, Kyle, are you ever going to add Steve to your old TechTubers impersonations video? Love this episode. Keep it going. You know what? I've been considering doing an impersonations part 2 because I've been getting a lot of requests for it lately.
There's some people who have gotten more popular since you did the original.
The game has changed.
Yeah.
The game and the community has changed as far as TechTubers go, and there are a lot of people that I could, for sure, trust me guys, I've thought about this more than you have. There are a lot of new TechTubers.
The wig for Steve, I think, would be the...
Yeah, the Tech Jesus Steve.
Yeah.
Oh, the flowing locks. It's a very enticing proposition that I may consider.
It just be talking about how terrible, like this terrible Intel thing and this terrible AMD thing and this terrible Nvidia thing. Just how, and it all sucks.
Everything
it's
sucks.
all awful.
God forbid you put it in a Cooler Master case.
How dare any of them attempts to launch a product this shitty? You could do
graphs,
it. You can do
graphs
it.
everywhere. All right, Giovanni Licameli, $5 from last week. Do you guys really think 2 GTX 970s and SLI isn't enough VRAM? You kept saying 3.5 gigs, but isn't it 7? Or still get a GTX 1080 before college?
Giovanni,
No,
this is
it is not 7.
Very common misconception.
Yes.
When you go SLI, you do not add the memory
multiplicative.
pools of both graphics cards
Correct.
together. Both graphics cards need to have whatever's necessary in the video memory assets for textures and that kind of thing. It needs to have it in both. So you still have effectively 3.5 gigs in each card, not 7 combined total.
Right.
So yeah, that's how we're seeing VRAM might be short there with 970s and SLI, especially if you're looking at higher resolutions than 1080 or 1440.
Right. The VRAM isn't quite pooled as simply as you might think it is. Jujubes for the $13.37. Leet, buddy. Sorry, been a while. Your talk show comes on right as I get off of work and in transit. Recommendations for a 10 keyless under $100. Ooh.
I like the Cooler Master Keys series.
Is that under $100 nowadays?
I'm not sure if it's under $100. It probably depends on the version that you get, but 10 keyless is what you said specifically.
Right.
And the 10 keyless are typically less expensive. So I take a look at that. Beyond that,
I'm sure you might be able to find like a Ducky keyboard that's 10 keyless.
Yeah.
And those are pretty well received amongst the mechanical community.
For me, it comes down more to like what types of switches you like best, and then what various options you can find that switch implemented onto an actual keyboard for.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, keyboards, if there's any benefit to how many actual keyboard manufacturers there are, it's that there's lots of options.
Right. Zachary Hummel, $10. Do y'all want some Shiner?
I love Shiner.
What's Shiner?
Shiner Bach.
Oh, Shiner Bach. Yes, of course. Why not?
I believe that's what he was talking about.
Yeah, Shiner's good.
Yeah.
Send me some Shiner.
Good
Can't
stuff.
get it over here in the States. Or at least in California.
He did another $10 and asked that same question again, and the answer is the same.
Yes,
Thank you, Zach.
double Shiner. Give us twice
Double
the Shiner. Mr. Senor, $5. With Google's quality control issues, would you say the higher spec Razer phone with a 400 gigabyte micro SD is a better option?
Mr. Senor, I can't say that
Haven't checked
directly
that
because I haven't physically handled that phone, but it
If
has
you're gonna
been
be
getting
gaming.
it has been getting very good feedback from what I've understood
Okay,
so far.
very good feedback, but also from reviews that seem to be at the Razer HQ or at least closely associated with the brand, maybe indicating that the videos were possibly sponsored or potentially paid for. I don't know. It seems like a lot of the Razer phone coverage seems like there was some
for Marquez?
promo, like there was some marketing money behind it.
For Marquez?
I mean, I'm not calling out anyone specifically, but I don't think all of the creators that posted a review on that phone were sponsored. But I definitely feel like...
Because Marquez, I follow him on Twitter, and... hold on.
I mean, Marquez always does really fair reviews.
Yes, that's why I'm saying him speaking positively of the Razer phone, which I feel like I saw once or twice.
I'm still, like, as a reviewer myself, though, I still feel like I need to have the phone in my own hands to give my own 2 cents on it. Like,
yeah,
there aren't many products these days where I'm just like, buy this phone or buy this product because this reviewer said it was good. I just know too much about things that in order to like
I'm confusing myself as well because I'm not seeing any of his.
No, he definitely did a Razer phone video. I saw it. I watched it, and it was really good.
Okay.
And if I'm interested in a phone, MKBHD is the only person I go to. Really, he's my go-to guy. He's probably not the only guy, but he's my the first choice. So I don't doubt that the Razer phone's good at all. In fact, I've been wanting to do some sort of content piece on it, but I just feel like, I don't know. I don't know. It's weird.
Yes, Razer phone.
A lot of the
impressions.
content around it, I felt like seemed a little. It seemed like everyone was saying the same thing
102
about the phone.
102,000 thumbs ups. It's just
Insane.
pretty normal.
Insane.
All right.
No, it was a really great video.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, so
you guys feeling in chat? I see yous. No, I would love to get my hands on that thing, man.
should tweet Min.
It's one of those phones. It's like, even though I'm not into mobile gaming, that might be the phone that gets me into mobile gaming. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You
I
know
know
what
what
I'm
you're saying. I've also told myself I'm not going to have more beer until you finish your half of the show.
All right, Spy Guy. All right, here we go. We're on to the Mr. Senor. Okay, Spy Guy 420, $15. Here's another few bucks because you guys are just awesome and inspiring.
Thank you, Spy Guy.
Thanks, 420. Blaze it. Perry Ellis, $5. Looking to upgrade my monitor to an Asus PG348Q or the Acer X34. Which one do you recommend? Or would I be better waiting for the new 200 hertz monitors?
I'm not particularly one to hold out for 200 hertz monitors because whereas I will gladly be like, yeah, the human eye can't see more than 60 frames per second. That's BS.
Right.
You definitely get something
Oh,
out
yeah.
of 100 hertz or 144.
Oh, yeah.
Or 160. But the higher you go up, there are diminishing marginal returns on that. So I don't think you get a huge benefit out of waiting for 200 hertz. So I'd say
Plus, how much graphical horsepower do you really have to have realistically to push 200 FPS?
that's true as well. So yeah, the PG348Q might be a good option for you.
I've been loving mine. Honestly, I've been loving the PG348Qs, and I've been enjoying my Acer X34. You really can't go wrong. Go with the one that looks the best, because at the end of the day, they're going to offer you about the same performance. That's what I'm going to say.
All right.
Cutie, $5. Use this money to make a $5 PC that can run all games at 4K res, 60 FPS.
Done.
Absolutely. Thank you.
No
Self-processing. Why? Donated hopes and dreams. Kyle, call your wife on the break. She needs your help. Okay, I will
your wife,
do that.
Kyle.
Thank you, Sel, for the notification. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We will do the Johnson shoutouts perhaps on your half because we are way over.
Yeah, you're way over.
Okay, so thank you guys so much. Stay tuned. Side B on Paul's channel.
Bye, guys.
YouTube.com/Paul's Hardware, or you can follow the link in my description. Go to Side B. Watch Side B. It's gonna be good. Do Side B. All right.